Having us here today. We love the Rosedale Volunteer Fire Department, as we do all of our firefighters in the county and in the state. Rosedale is right next to St. Clements, and this is known as the pig beef epicenter of Baltimore County. And I've consumed many a calorie and had many a good time here. So I'm delighted to be here, along with County Executive Kevin Kamenetz, a strong supporter of our first responders, the Baltimore Fire Chief John Homan, Mike Day from the Firefighters Union, Dave Keller from the Maryland State Firemen's Association, and Terry Thompson, the Maryland Fire Chiefs Association. Before I go into my remarks, I want to express to the Baltimore County firefighting first responder community my very sincere condolences on behalf of myself, Senator Cardin and Congressman Ruppersberger. First of all, to the Fogel family. Robert William Fogel III was a proud firefighter. He fought fires. He trained firefighters. He had firefighting in his DNA. And regrettably, on May 29th, doing his duty, he had a heart attack and passed away. So we want to express our sympathy to his family and, of course, to his extended family, the Baltimore County first responder community. I want to thank all of you for joining me here today. Tomorrow we celebrate 4th of July, a patriotic time where there's going to be fireworks, high temperatures, and we know that wherever there are fireworks, there are fires. So we know that everyone here will be at their duty station protecting us. And we want to thank you every day because you make our community safer. We know that you do, what you do is both demanding and dangerous. And we feel that it is our job to be able to protect you. Firefighting, when I say is demanding and dangerous, means that when you fight fires, it is really scary. And it is really dangerous. Whether it's the hazards that you face, or whether you're a paramedic responding to a street from traffic to the actual dangers themselves. So it's high stress and it's very demanding. We, your Maryland delegation, led by me, feel that our job is to protect you so that you can protect us. You need to have the right equipment that enables to save your life so that you can save our lives. And that you need the equipment and the apparatus, the fire responding machines that you need to be able to do that. We also know that it is very hard for volunteer firefighters to be able to raise the kind of money necessary to buy the new modern equipment to be able to do this on nice, wonderful crab feasts, pig beef dinners, and so on. We also know that you have to comply with federal regs. And where you comply with regs, we feel there should be federal responsibility. So I'm here to announce today that the federal government is awarding to Baltimore County $2.3 million to buy 372 breathing apparatus equipment so that the whole county, working with the county executive, can upgrade you so you have the best equipment so that you can do the best job in the safest kind of way. You need to be able to breathe when you go into the danger zone. You need to be able to breathe when you go into the hot zone. But the hot zone now not only comes from the heat of fires, you don't know what you're facing in terms of particularly chemical hazards. The smell and toxicity of a plastic sofa on fire. The chemicals that people have in their home create a whole other set that can not only burn a house, but burn the lungs of our firefighters. So we want to be able to protect them. And because of this, working with what the county executive is doing, you, all of Baltimore County, will now meet the National Fire Protection Association standards. So this way, we're going to help save your life as you save ours. And it will also help pay the bill so that local taxpayers don't have to, on their own, meet federal requirements. So it's a partnership to help the firefighting, first responder community, and to help our local taxpayers. But the best equipment in the world can only be used by the best first responders. And we are so proud of our 368 volunteer fire departments throughout Maryland. From the mountain counties of Western Maryland to the communities on the Eastern Shore to the Turbo Corridor from Baltimore and Harford County into Montgomery into Prince George's. We have 368 volunteer fire departments. They not only need great equipment, but we need firefighters. And therefore, what we need to be able to do is attract the next generation of firefighters, the next generation of the Robert William Vogels, to be able to do, or Roberta William Vogel, to be able to do this job. It costs a lot of money to recruit, a small fortune to train, and then we've got to retain. So the federal government, wanting you to be able to recruit the best, is providing a $2 million grant statewide to the Maryland State Firemen's Association, the Maryland State Fire Chiefs Association, to be able to retain, recruit, train, and keep our firefighters on the job. We know that what this will mean will enable you to do your job. In some of our communities, the calls are 200 calls a week. In the corridor, they can be 200 calls a week. But whether it's one call or 100 calls, there has to be someone to answer the call. And Maryland is unique. First of all, we have America's highways going through it. Whether it's I-95, whether it's I-70, whether it's a truck overturn, whether there's been a hazardous waste and overturned somewhere, a truck overturned somewhere, whether it's rescuing people on the Chesapeake Bay, or Pretty Dam, Pretty Boy Dam, or Beaver Dam, or on our rivers. So it takes a lot to be you. And we want you to know that the federal government doesn't always do what it's supposed to do, but it does it here. And I must say that when we worked on this, I had bipartisan support. I chair the committee that actually puts money in the federal checkbook to fund the National Firefighting Grants and the SAFER grants. This year, on a bipartisan, my committee met, and on a bipartisan basis, we put in $680 million in the federal checkbook to serve the nation. 340 for the fire grant equipment, and 340 to recruit and train the next generation. $680 million. That's a lot of money. But if we can spend money saving people around the world, we can save money saving you and saving the people in the United States of America. And when I said to my committee, all in favor, we weren't Republicans, we weren't Democrats, we weren't from red states, we weren't from blue states, we were from the red, white, and blue states, the United States of America. And it passed unanimously. And why? Because we believe in you, and we want to do everything we can help you. God bless you, and God bless America, the country we hold dear.
Senator, certainly on behalf of all the volunteers in Baltimore County, we certainly appreciate all that you've done, both locally and nationally.